The views and opinions expressed on this program do not reflect the company, owners, management, staff, clients, or partners.
It's Thursday, the 21st day of November, 2024. Welcome to Bermuda's Daily Talk Show. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House, Lindos, and People's Pharmacy. I'm Jamel Hartman. She's Maya Palacio. And Maya.
Yes.
You're hosting and doing the news break today.
Yes, I am.
I was going to introduce you twice. I had it written here twice.
Stuck right in the tracks.
Yeah. See, folks, that's why you got to remember there's only one MP. I know you see her everywhere and you think there's more than one Maya, but there is only one Maya. How are you feeling today?
You know, it's been a pretty good morning, productive.
Yeah? Okay.
Mm-hmm. So are you?
I'm good. I took the morning off, just laid in bed and did what, we're not supposed to do, scroll social media. Because I've been like, I'm not a social media person, but I've been creating these TikToks of my trip and stuff and like kind of sharing them on my social media. So just scrolling that. I also did something else, so you know how on WhatsApp, right? Some people have their status where like you don't know whether they read your message or not.
Yes.
So I blocked a bunch of people like that from seeing my statuses. Like if I know that you look at my statuses and I can't see that you looked at it, you no longer have access to my statuses. Like that's just, I didn't care if you were family or close friend. Like I had to do that because I feel like that's spying on me.
It is. It's weird. It's a little weird. Like, why don't you want me to see that you are watching me?
Yeah. So anyone out there who's on my WhatsApp and you don't see my statuses anymore, that's probably because I think you're a creeper. No, I literally did it to everyone. It's just weird to me that you would look at someone's stuff and like that. Anyway, but no, I had fun doing the TikTok stuff. But Maya, that's a lot of work. Props to you, man. Man, that's it's so many because there's so many different videos you're putting together and stuff, and I'm just like, I mean, we talk a lot. If I count it, probably 1,000.
Wow. Well, yeah, you definitely want to get it out there because then it's just sitting and doing what?
Yeah, but I see the thing is, my hope with sharing my experience in Kenya and South Africa and Mauritius when I went is to inspire more people to like go home. Like Africa is not what the Western media told us it was. Go home, go experience it. No, in saying that, Maya, it costs money. So I'm gonna put this caveat: go home if you're able. If you're able, go. It's probably not going to be what you think. I had people asking, oh, is it, why have a jacket that's cold? Well, yeah, because we were made to believe it's always hot, right? Oh, do they have this? That? Yeah. They have highways? Yes. Again, go. I hope my social media stuff, I really do hope it inspires people to want to experience it for themselves. I do. Traveling Trotty says it is life-changing to visit Africa. Absolutely. And I just know, and Maya will tell you, I've told her over and over and over, like even while I was in Kenya, like Maya, this is so you. Like this is like her element. Like if you know Maya, you know like she loves things natural, like she loves that kind of stuff. I just think she would have been in her element. So we're gonna make it happen over the next couple of years. Maya's gonna get there and they're gonna try to like.
Oh yeah.
If you go with like a group of people, they're gonna ask the group of people like how many calls because they're gonna try to like get you in their tribe. No,
I really want to know the estimate of Like how many cows it takes to trade somebody.
Yeah, the currency. That's
Yeah.
a good question. It's what
You
they
should have
do.
asked it when you were there. You said you had a story.
I think the ladies did ask, but I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at like, I was
I
that
don't know
kid.
how many cows I'm worth.
Well, I had to defend my goddaughter talking about how many calls. No, you ain't enough calls in the world, boy. No, it ain't. But
Curiosity peaked over here.
yeah. My how much calls? How many calls you want to go for?
I don't even know. Like, I need a baseline of what's a good amount. But yeah, what would you have done with it? Hey, look, so many questions. Once that, I would have had too many questions. So that's not even hang on to that.
The calls of currency. Like you breed. If you probably want a female, you breed it. You got your milk. You've got sources of meat you can sell and eat, feed your family and just keep breeding. And one call brings another.
Land grazing.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. You know, one of the questions I had, we're going to get into the show anyway, but one of the questions I had on the safari is, I should have Googled this by now or asked AI, but there's so many zebras and I didn't see one horse, right? And I was like, why do we like slave labor horses and not zebras? You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Different. And my boy was on the safari, he was like, because you can't tame a zebra. You can tame a horse. Yeah, let's Google that, audience. Let us know. See,
I have something, but I'm gonna save it for later.
Okay, we want to know because all the zebras. I mean, yeah, they may be prettier than a horse, right? But I mean, who do they think they are? No, they deserve their freedom. Let me stop. Anyway, greetings, everyone. Thanks for making us part of your daily routine. A good one today. We have Kennette Burgess coming on. We're discussing NMAC support within the community. They honestly really do so much. They continuously put money into various students with scholarships, and they do their turkey trot, which is coming up. We'll be discussing that, but also Black Friday deals. So see how you can benefit from some of the things that NMAC has going on. The Daily Play is the name of that place, man. Yes, the name of that place. Yeah.
Literally just told you I'm not good with geography as soon as you came onto the show.
This is gonna be an easy one though. This is a Bermuda-related question.
That might even make it worse, but go on.
Okay, all right. I think you got this. Don't forget to subscribe on our website. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. We've got David Michael Wilson says, one more day to rise up and give thanks. Happy Thankful Thursday. And Suzanne Ingham says, it's an awesome Thursday, Jamel and Maya. Traveling Charlie got us an answer. She says, from Google, inadequate back structure. Zebras have not evolved to comfortably support the weight of a human rider. Their backs are not strong enough to carry heavy loads or to be saddled. So they have weak backs. I think, you know what? That's an excuse. I think the zebras are making an excuse not to do work. Yeah, I think that
maybe they're like, let's just make sure we can't do this to make us do it. I don't know.
They did. See, they were smarter than the horses.
But I also think that goes along with your whole, they can't be tamed because, the horses.
Yeah, and I think, Renee Simmons saying, no, zebra cannot be domesticated. Okay, cool. And they can be very aggressive and really can't handle a saddle or other riding gear. Okay, thank you all. See, there's the smartest audience in the world.
But leave the horses alone too.
Leave them. I wouldn't
domesticated so many animals though.
Yeah, don't go into the safari and try to domesticate anything. Don't do it. All right, let's get to today's questions, audience. What can we do to address food security in Bermuda? Now, Maya, you spoke about food security in a news break. Just give the audience an idea of what the issue is in Bermuda right now with food security.
So I think Teo brought it up, yes, with the Eliza Doolittle. Yes. Yeah. Well, I did read that article as well. So about 30%, I believe the minister said, Bermudians right now in Bermuda are living in a stage where they can't have food for themselves. It's very hard for them to get it for themselves. And I think even 10% of that, it's even worse. Eliza Doolittle does give to about, I think they said 350 families a week with what they do as a charity as well. But yeah, we're living in insufficient times where people just, whether it be financial or just things that happen in life, they just aren't able to provide for themselves right now. And these are things that we need to put in place to get it. And Bermuda's Love has been like preaching it and talking about it and trying to push it for a while now, as well as other charities too, who have been able to give to families in desperate need. And the holidays coming up, it just, marks it even more.
Yeah. Audience, what are your thoughts? What can we do to address food security in Bermuda? But also, yes or no? We spoke for years on this show that we need to have some sort of financial education in school for children, right? But this is an interesting one, because while finances is a life skill, so is being able to survive, right? So should gardening be a required course in schools, like the ability to be able to feed yourself? Now, I would say gardening and hunting, but I know when it comes to hunting and fishing, there are some people who are very sensitive about animals, right? But at the end of the day, as mammals, I mean, the circle of life, we do eat one another. Not people eating people, if you get what I'm saying, but we do eat other animals. And animals eat other animals. But should gardening be a required course in schools? What are your thoughts on that? Like, should we have an issue, right? I'm going to go first. I want to go first because I'm excited about this conversation. What can we do to address food security in Bermuda? Number one for me would be incentivize people to grow their own food. But you all maybe think, well, how do you do that? Well, here's another thing. If someone has like a small plot of land, right? Incentivize them to grow food for their community. One of the things that I've gotten from looking at different tribes in Africa, throughout the continent, is there's a real sense of community. And I think capitalism in the West has taken us away from community, because we're so used to competing against each other rather than working together as a group of people and community. And I'm not saying it's, we shouldn't, compete. What I'm simply saying is, at some point, we can actually accomplish more together. So community gardening. So if Maya owns a piece of land that, is just grass in her yard, maybe incentivize, hey, look, if you were able to, provide food for your neighbors, the government will incentivize you with such and such, or, offer your land to the government, they will pay, and, you'll get it back. And like, just something. I don't know what that looks like. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but I'll definitely keep it in the people.
Indeed. I mean, I don't want government to have to pay for anything, but I'm just thinking, what's kind of incentives? Like, it could be, it could be Maya has a yard, and you know what? Hey, folks, I'll rent this space for you to grow your crop here. You can grow your crop here, and it still ends up being less expensive than maybe going to the market, and the food's fresher as well. It's not being imported, right?
I hear your point. I'm gonna raise you even higher and saying, let's go back to the barter system, guys. Like, let's stop focusing all of our currency on just it being money and paper. Like, there's so much value in a trade and being able to provide something for somebody else, like what we did in the past. Like in my neighborhood, when I was back in Bermuda, like, oh, I loved my neighborhood. Like, my neighbors had the chickens and they had a garden. I can go into the garden. I can get herbs when I want it. I had a garden in my spot. If I ever grew something that actually worked out, like my broccoli and tomatoes, I'd switch and trade. I'd cook something, they'd cook something. Like, that's how my neighborhood was. And then even up the hill, if they were selling bananas, I'll buy a bananas. But at the same time, if I had something to trade and give, there was that conversation as well. Because we all have some sort of quality, some sort of skill. Like, even me braiding hair, I'll braid your daughter's hair if you do this. Like, things like that like helped grow a community.
I'm not joking when I'm saying this. I'm being serious. But that goes back to the cows in the tribe, right? Like, it is real. Like, that's their currency. Right? And I agree with everything you said. I think capitalism, Western capitalism, has us thinking that the only currency is financial, right? Like, if I produce strawberries and you produce bananas, hey, here's a batch of strawberries. Oh, and now I get my banana. Folks, we have to get back to that thing. Look, I know we always say, even thinking of Kamala Harris, is we're not going back. Sometimes it's okay to go back. Sometimes it's okay to do things that worked previously.
Or that was just simply taken away from us, or made us think that it's not valuable in life, or it's not worth it. There's so much different types of worth in the world, but we focus tangibly on money all the time. when it's just like, okay, but at the end of the day, like community lets you live long. There's so much like, I don't know if you've seen these shows, but I like watching these shows where it's like it shows evidence of how people live longer in different communities.
Yep.
And like having a community around you, you know, being active, the foods that you eat, everything like that helps people to live longer. So doing things that connect you longer with people, the barter system, the trading, is proven to like, you know, help you have a longer life, a healthier life even.
Bingo. That's what I was going to say. Not just a longer life, but a healthy life. But that's my hope for this show, though. That's my hope for the Daily Hour and what's been referred to as the TDH community, that we act as a community, that we, you know, that Indigo Palacio will meet a Mark Arthur C. Phillips, and Mark Arthur C. Phillips, wait for it, may have an apartment, and Indigo Palacio may be looking to move, right? And he says, oh, okay, well, I have an apartment available for the next year. You know, maybe you and your family could live. That's community for me, right? Maybe a Renee Simmons is selling avocados, right? Has a big avocado tree. And Traveling Trotty has maybe a banana tree. And they say, you know what? I've got the avocados for my codfish and potato, but I don't have bananas. And Traveling Trotty has bananas for her and doesn't have avocado. Maybe Kier Renee BDA goes fishing. Hadley and Swan grows potatoes, fish and chips. I'm making it sound very remedial and silly because I want to be slow in ensuring that we understand that the barter system is easier than we think.
Even going as far as education. You know, you have your neighbor who's an art teacher, another one who's a math teacher, tutoring each other's kids, like, or taking like things like that. Like there's so much value in what we can offer as humans. Creatively, like skill wise, and I want to go back to that so badly.
You just said it. If you're an electrician and your neighbor has some work that needs to be done, and they're a plumber, there you go. It's a fair trade, right? If you're a Daily Hour talk show, right, and you have a platform, okay, what's the barter? You want the content, and we give you barter systems work.
They do, because when I've had some great relationships with computer barter systems. For my bike, break it down, find a mechanic, and then he fixes up my bike when I need, and I braid his children's hair. Like, you know, like it's that type of system, and like we've literally become almost like a family because of that. Like, you know,
okay,
because we're helping each other out.
We haven't gone to the audience yet, have we?
No, we have not. That's your fault.
Okay, sorry. What can we do to address food security in Bermuda, folks? What are your thoughts? What can we do? But also, should gardening be a required course in schools? Traveling Trotty says, yes, it should be offered as an elective. Okay, not required, but offered as an elective. Okay. Kier Renee BDA says, if possible, use every home with a garden and use it for growing food, plus relax the regulations for food growing in Bermuda, plus trade with the Caribbean. And yes, gardening should be required course in school. Okay. Indigo Palacio says maybe a garden for every constituency. Well, this would be government.
There are community gardens. Like I think almost every parish has a community garden. You'd have to check with your own like Facebook group or whatever. But I mean, I know there are at least, I can think of at least 3 to 4 in my head that have community gardens. But yeah.
Okay.
You should check it out.
Says, yes, if we had it in schools, that would have helped me. I have to ask my brother everything as he has several vegetable gardens and I don't have a green thumb. He shares everything he grows. Okay. All right. At least
I'm sure you give something back to him too. So yeah. Exactly.
Kia Renee BDA says, yes, Maya, the barter system will do big things in Bermuda. I believe so, Maya. I do. Michelle White says, yes, gardening should be included. At Gilbert Institute, we were able to tend to the gardens and take home the produce while learning science about seed germination. Well, we did a course in high school called Food and Nutrition or Cookery, right? And we learned how to make gingerbread and everything. Maybe every school, regardless if they're a signature school or not, could have their own garden where, people grow the food and they can take home to their families and so on. I mean, they can actually have the food. You know how they say that children are going to school with no lunch? You can actually have the food, right, that they're growing for the lunch. You know what I'm saying? And then also I've never ever heard of a school in Bermuda teaching children how to fish. Right? Maybe a required course, going fishing, hunting for food, like different things like that. Knowing how to milk a cow, if that's your thing. Like, I just think we need to get back to basics on what our communities, our tribes, and cultures were built on. Capitalism, Western capitalism, has made everything about financial currency. Shamari Tolbert Woolrich says, we should be planting fruit trees and vegetables, vines, herbs, and spices in public parks. Misha Fabla says, I'm definitely an advocate for greater collectivism in our commerce, but rebartering produce need to think of seasonality and growth cycles of the plants. Maya and I were talking about that prior to coming on, seasonality. That plays a big role because certain things, I mean, all we have to look at is loquats, right? We know when it's loquat season. So we know things have seasons, and that's what we have to keep in mind.
Yeah. But again, it's also about trading other things too. But
Correct.
again, we are talking about food security. So keeping that in mind, yeah, I agree. There's something we have to look out for.
For sure. For sure.
I have also seen some primary schools in Bermuda have gardens. Like it's really, I feel bad because the name of the school is escaping my mind, but I know it's in Devonshire and they have a beautiful garden because I've been there a couple of times to do stuff with the school. And it's just like, this garden's beautiful and it's big. They do a good job. Yeah, in Devonshire. Right by... Oh, it's gonna really hurt me because it's not Elliot and it's not Prospect.
Not
Up the hill from Somersfield, sorry. Up the hill from Somersfield. Of course, some Balvins.
Elliot.
Thank you. Oh, it is Elliot. Okay, I was right. The first one I was like, is it Elliot? If I'm wrong, somebody please tell me in the comments. But I know that they have a really nice garden.
For you folks that go Elliot, my own thing about you. Kevin ABDA says through the barter system, people will not be hungry, homeless. The community will up. That's what I'm talking about.
Upholding yourself, not relying on anybody else.
I think this is the way. Look, the reason I wanted to discuss this morning is because I think look, folks, I didn't have to visit another African country to understand this. But they're resilient, they're resourceful. And there's a sense of community. We can do better. We can do for self, but we have to eliminate ego and competitiveness and trying to have, my nana always said, you don't need more than you need. You don't need a house with a pool or this or that. It's not a need, it's a want. How many times you going to go swimming in that pool? I said, good sense. But if you were using it as an asset where you had visitors and they were coming to use it, maybe if you had children and so on, you can use that pool as a community thing, rent it out, barter it. You see where I'm going with this? Barter it, community. Anyway, Maya's got to do the news, you all.
Yeah, let's do it. Yes.
About to get me in trouble. All right, let's do the news, Mary, and we'll come back. We've got Kennette Burgess coming on from NMAC. Stick with us.
All right, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. This is your daily hour news break brought to you by the great people at People's Pharmacy. So starting out, we talked about this yesterday in quite some detail, where we talked about the ministers and the members of the legislature salaries review board and their final report on salaries, the whole recommending 18.8% discussion. Well, the Premier came public with a few responses, wanted to make it clear that this board operates autonomously and reaches its conclusions without any direct from the government. So to make it short, no sitting MPs are involved in shaping the recommendations. So he highlighted that law requires this committee to be formed to report its recommendations to the House as it has done. And he shared this, quote, while I find some aspects of the report to be deeply flawed, we have an obligation to review and consider the recommendations as guided by law. Among my initial concerns are the recommended increases disproportionately favor the Premier and the Speaker of the House. I can state unequivocally that I do not support the recommended increase in the salary of the Premier, and I believe that any cost of living adjustments should be across the board for all officers and members. So right there, you'll see on the screen just some people having their remarks on X or Twitter saying they're reading the room perfectly. They've been riding the gravy train for almost 7 years now. People are definitely concerned, bringing forth their opinions about what it was stating because of the headlines of the Gazette as well, which the Premier also mentioned was, you know, something that made people also lead to more assumptions. He then went on to list accomplishments from the current government as well in his statement to the people of Bermuda. But as I said, as you can see, this is what he was saying. He also put his own response on Twitter as well, quite long and lengthy, but responding to some things, as I initially stated before, just trying to get more insight to the people of Bermuda, saying that the law provides for a committee to review the salaries again. The last time the pay of MPs adjusted was in 2008. All ministers are paid less in 2024 than they were in 2008. I mean, this can also be said across the board for teachers as well, as remember the furlough days and, having them have to take a pay cut too. So it's a lot of conversations right now about the money within the government, where it's going, and how the people feel about this recommendation.
Less MP is more pay. I do support, as I said yesterday, I do support MPs getting more money. Again, I think everyone who's responding emotionally is thinking about the individuals who currently are there. I am actually looking at the bigger picture about attracting the right people into those spaces. And no, I don't think they're going to be attracted because of the money. But at the end of the day, we're not volunteering like we used to. We can't afford to volunteer like we used to. And to get the best, you have to pay for the best. If not, we're going to be left with the kind of individuals who are currently in position and leading us. Now, the other thing, yes, the headline may have been sensationalized, but I do wonder how many people actually read it. It was a recommendation by an independent board.
It wasn't an incorrect headline. It's that could.
Yeah.
MPs could get a pay raise, but yeah,
like,
it does make you click.
It was a recommendation. And this is how the government gets over, because you give the premier an opportunity to make you seem like you don't read, like you're not intelligent, right? You give him the opportunity to, here they are making noise, let me set them straight, as if he doesn't need any ego stroking, and don't do that. Anyway, that's why the Daily Hour exists. Go ahead, man.
Well, in other news, it's getting a little bit serious, because the Ministry of Health has confirmed one positive case of measles, with a second suspected case remaining under investigation. You would have heard me talk about this earlier this week, actually, because we hadn't had a case since the 1990s. And now here we go, we got one. So government spokesperson said identified close contacts are being notified of the case update, and all necessary precautions are being implemented. Measles is highly contagious and can lead to serious health complications. The ministry also strongly emphasizes the importance of measles awareness and preventions, saying that the minister is now urging anyone who has not received both doses of measles, mumps, or rubella vaccine, particularly children and young adults, to follow the guidance to protect themselves and others, stating that vaccination is crucial in reducing the risk of catching and spreading measles. So the key guidelines will be there up on the screen in a second. But the Minister of Health went on to state that while there have been no exposures in schools to date, and the risk of exposure in schools is currently low, we must work together to prevent the potential spread of measles. We encourage parents to ensure their children are immunized according to the recommended schedule. So if you want to screenshot those guidelines, there they are, but you could also still just find it on gov.bm for those who are interested.
So are we still in that period where we're against vaccines and stuff? I don't know where we're at with that. And how long does that thing last? Because I had it to come in the US and live and go to school, you need to get those shots and stuff. So I need to check my thing. How long do they last? Anyone know? The measles MMR?
The measles outbreak?
No,
I mean, the
nations. How long do they last?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's what we need to find out, because
find that one out. Yeah,
a lot of people have been vaccinated, but are those things? Because truthfully, my parents got me vaccinated without my permission when I was 1 year old. Right? I haven't filed suit, folks. I'm not suing them, but I'm just saying most people, get the vaccine when they're children.
It does say children will need one dose at each of the following ages: 12 through 15 months and 4 through 6 years.
And then as adults?
It doesn't say for that.
Okay.
At least on this here list, but it might just be, does say just one dose at each of the following ages. So my assumption is you don't need to get it again afterwards, but I want to be clear on that. So I'll bring it to the news tomorrow.
Okay.
to the show tomorrow. All right. In other news, over the last 30 days, close to 50 motorcycles have been reported stolen in Bermuda. The Bermuda Police Service put out this video, actually. Take a look at how easy it is for someone to take your vehicle right outside your home. So you see it there, but in more information, he says more than 40 of those were stolen, were from outside private residences. A small number were taken from car parks, either in the city of Hamilton or at a place of business. Of note, all the bikes stolen were secured with only the handlebar lock or not locked at all. This video shows how easy it is for a theft to make off with a bike that's secured in that manner only. Typically, motorcycles are stolen for joyrides or stripping their parts, or in some instances, engaging in criminal activity. But always remove your keys from the ignition, even if you intend to be away from your bike for only a short time. And also, if the motorcycle has an alarm system, it should be activated anytime the motorcycle is left and parked unattended. Despite the latest surge of motorcycle thefts, police officers have recently recovered a number of suspected stolen motorcycles, and relevant inquiries continue.
What are people stealing these bikes for? Like parts, or just
like they say, yeah, for joyrides or for parts as well, or to do criminal activity.
And am I wrong for looking at that video and thinking, damn, that's a great TV show idea? I mean, I'm just saying. I mean,
stealing bikes
in the United States, that was a TV show, right?
To be fair, I mean, I didn't know how easy it looked. Very easy.
I mean, bro just used his legs and kicked the lock. I mean,
yeah.
But are they catching the people who are stealing these bikes?
Oh man, like that's another case. I mean, I got my bike stolen and I never found the person. Got my bike back, thankfully, and not in the same condition though. But it was, yeah.
The lesson in this audience is secure your belongings. Not everyone thinks or is, a good person like you.
Mm-hmm. Like double lock it, triple lock it. Mm-hmm. Secure of mine, secure your bike. Well, meanwhile, 'tis the season to sing. Hundreds of students will compete in Skyport's second annual Great Bermuda Carol Off for a chance to win $15,000 in prizes to support local music programs. Hear a little bit more.
A spokesperson said, quote, "The sounds of season will fill Alafue International Airport this December as more than 700 students from 22 schools compete in Skyport's second annual Great Bermuda Carol Off. Schools will compete for the title of Best Primary School Choir and Best Secondary School Choir, each earning $5,000 for their music programs. Runners-up in both categories will receive $2,000 each, and the audience will have their say with the People's Choice Awards, where the most popular choir will win $1,200. Online and in-person voting will be open during the event."
Maya, did you sing in the choir?
I actually sang in the praise and worship team a little bit back in the day for church, but never choir.
No, I think I could have did a little something in the choir back in there. I had some pipes. You want to hear me?
I don't know.
So
anyway, the event will take.
Sorry. Never mind. Oops.
No, please continue.
Nope, you've ruined it. Nope, done. Nope. I was gonna give you some baritone just now, but nope, not at all.
So the event will take place at the Alafue International Airport on December 2nd, 4th, and 5th. For those who are interested, the final results will be posted on December the 6th. Now, I want to share also there's some historical news that's kind of shaking the grounds out there in the States right now, because the three daughters of Malcolm X have filed a $100 million lawsuit last Friday against the CIA, FBI, and the New York Police Department and others for playing roles in the 1965 assassination of Malcolm X. So here's a little bit that came from a press conference that was stated by Fox 5. Let's listen.
Why? Today, the Shabazz family is formally alleging multiple agencies of government knew about the plot and did nothing to stop it.
The government fingerprints are all over the assassination of Malcolm X. And finally, we believe we have the evidence to prove it.
That evidence includes firsthand accounts, affidavits, and they say evidence that was not gathered in 1965 or in the decades since.
Mustafa Hassan was present on the date that Malcolm X was assassinated. He is prominently displayed in these photographs. Why would it be that no one, for almost 57 years, never heard from him?
So yeah, that's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Mm.
See what comes out of that.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Well, closing out, as you know, I love to always bring some sports to the attention of our audience. But despite ending the first half of their recent match 1-1, the Bermuda men's national team conceded multiple goals in the second half to lead to their defeat.
The Dominican Republic put a bow on their first place finish in Group D, leading them into a spot in the 2025 Gold Cup after defeating the Bermuda's national team 6-1. A devastating result out of the match that the Bermuda Football Association deemed crucial for their pursuit to qualifying for the 2025 Gold Cup.
So yeah, very hard loss for the team there.
Yeah, growing pains. How's the weather looking?
Weather's looking like sunny spells with the chance of an early shower or two. Moderately strong winds in the afternoon as well, and we got a high of 75 degrees.
All righty. Maya, it's a lot of good stuff today. Guinness World Records Day, National Gingerbread Cookie Day. But I want to stick with these two things. It's World Television Day. So, I want to ask the audience, what is your favorite television show of all time? Your favorite television show of all time? Maya?
I will defend this show for the rest of my life. Avatar, The Last Airbender, the cartoon version on Nickelodeon. When I tell you, that show taught me so much about politics, friendship, nations, division. Like, to this day, there's so many quotes there that I just like, it taught me a lot of lessons growing up, and I love that show.
Are you serious? She said the same thing, Kia Renee BDA, Avatar, The Last Airbender. Okay. David Michael Wilson said The Simpsons. Okay. Come keep it coming. What else? Look, I went to a comedy show recently, and the comedian said, we have a real problem in our community separating art from the person. And he was referring to like the R. Kelly and Bill Cosby thing. Like, you literally grew up to the art, not the person, right? And it's interesting because we can separate people from the roles they play in most things, but not for some things. And it's strange. In saying all of that, look, growing up in the 80s and 90s, the Cosby Show was the first thing that really, for me, showed Black families in a positive light. A Black man could be a doctor, right? Black families, it was something different, right? It was different. So that was something that I would say was one of my favorite shows of all time. And then you got pure comedy afterwards. But there were so many lessons in watching the Cosby Show. See, I knew someone else would say it. Dorian says The Cosby Show, and Nika DeShield says Different World and The Cosby Show. Again, we're talking about the show, the art. All right. What else, audience? Your favorite? Also, Maya, before we go to break, we got to bring Kennette in. It's World Hello Day. World Hello Day. So here's what we want to do, audience. Just greet someone with a friendly smile and wave and witness the power of communication to build a bridge and bring about peace. Whether it's a waitress or waiter who may look upset, or someone in retail who's gearing up for the busiest period of their life and they seem stressed, you never know how much a hello with a smile would mean to that person. So go out there and do it. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. If you've appreciated the conversation so far this morning, you know what to do. Give us a like, love, follow. Make sure you share the conversation with your friends, your family, your colleagues. Don't forget that daily play coming up later. It's a Bermuda related. Name that place. All right.
Okay.
What place is. Stick with us. First break. Be back in 2 minutes, 25 seconds.
Let's face it, life can be a little wild, but shopping doesn't have to be. I choose People's, so that whether it's a prescription that needs to be filled, a toy for my little terror, or a gift for a new addition to the family, we'll see about that. Everything's available in one convenient location. Some call it People's. I call it my one-stop shop in the city. People's, we're here for you.
Welcome to the new bulk store, Lindo's Next Level. Wake up in the morning with enough coffee to keep you running throughout the entire day. Your pet at home deserves the best. Stock up on dog food to keep your puppy happy. Need a quick, tasty lunch at home? Your chicken nuggets will be jumping right out of the freezer. What's a movie night without popcorn? You can never have too much. Lindo's Next Level. Why go anyplace else?
Unlock your business potential with BDC's General Micro Loan, offering up to $30,000 for Bermudian small and medium businesses. Whether it's for inventory, working capital, or equipment, we provide 100% guarantee on approved loans. Simple application, low interest rates, and fast processing. Apply today and make your business dream come true.
Looking for the best care for your pets? Novazoc Feed and Supply has everything you need, from top quality foods to toys and supplies. We've got it all. Join our frequent buyer program and earn rewards every time you shop. Plus, we've been awarded the Clever Customer Initiative program for helping you save more. And don't forget, we open an hour early on Saturdays so you can get a head start on your pet care. Visit us today or shop online for easy pickup or delivery. Your pets will thank you.
Hey Daily Hour community, it's that time of year again. The Daily Hour's annual survey is live, and we want to hear from you. This is your chance to tell us what you love, what you'd like to see more of, and how we can make your viewing experience even better. It only takes a few minutes, and your feedback helps us shape our show for the year ahead. So don't wait, click the link, fill out the survey, and help us continue to improve our community one conversation at a time.
All righty, welcome back to the Big Show, Maya Palacio. I am Jamel Hartman. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BAC Group of Companies, Medical Wells, Lindo's, and People's Pharmacy. Please do not forget to subscribe on our website. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to you know what I mean, to continue to improve our community. I'm trying to get this link while I'm talking. That's the problem. Just you saw Maya in the commercial. So folks, we'll put it one more time. Tomorrow is the last day to fill out the survey. If you haven't already, just take a couple minutes to do it for us. If you have not already, just fill out the Dorian to Anika de Shields if you haven't already, WKD Lama if you haven't already. Just looking at people in the comments. If you haven't, Michelle White if you haven't already, Janet Maynard if you haven't already, Misha Fabla, Kia Verne BDA, if you guys have not did it. Indigo Palacio, if you have not filled out our survey, just do us a favor, fill out the survey. And the link is in the comments. All right, without further ado, let's give a warm TDH welcome to our guest for the day. We've got NMAC's Kennette Burgess in the his house. Let's give a warm TDH. Woo, woo, woo. All right, calm down. Calm down.
I think I'm going to retire that ball as soon as that happens.
My goodness. Kennette, how are you?
Good morning, everyone. How are you?
Good morning.
But I got to ask you, what's your favorite TV show of all time?
TV show of all time. Oh, wow. I was more of a movie girl, to be honest. I'm trying to think TV shows.
You didn't watch like Fresh Prince or Family?
I mean, yes, I love all those. All
all
the popular black shows. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
All this, but I was more of a definitely of a movie girl myself.
Okay.
Definitely.
I'm trying to make sure you weren't like a Friends kind of person, you know.
I mean, I like Friends. Now, don't sleep with Friends. Don't sleep on Friends. I love Friends, but definitely wasn't better than my Fresh Prince and my
Okay, all right.
What's called the college? Oh my goodness, why the names escaping me? They were in college HBCUs. That's my
different world.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that as well. Of course, Bill Cosby. All the regular shows. You know, I love them all.
All right. So since you said movie, I'm gonna ask you, what's your favorite movie of all time?
No one would ever guess this, but I'm a very theatrical person.
Okay.
Okay. So the hills are alive
with the sound
of music. Ooh. I can't see. But yes, Maya, you got it. Sound of Music is my all-time favorite. Probably some Mary Poppins. I love this type of shit.
I love a theater show.
Oh yes, low theater. Oh yes.
What is that? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Don't worry, Jamal. Yes.
It must be a lady thing. Folks, I'm not. Yeah. Okay. I'm not faking.
Wow.
What? Don't
you can't save everyone, Maya. You can't save everyone.
Oh, you know what? You know what? Okay, well, let's jump into today's conversation. Kennette, thank you. It's always early. This show's live, and we appreciate you making time for us, and definitely appreciate the relationship with NMAC. But NMAC's so much more than a medical practice, and I think more and more people have gotten to understand that over the years. NMAC is everywhere, whether it's on the front of the Hamilton Parish football team's jerseys or supporting various people throughout the community. Just explain to the audience what kind of things does NMAC do throughout the year to give back? Because you see one thing here, one thing there. Just go through a list of things that people can actually see what they're doing.
Of course. So, NMAC is your community med spa. Emphasis on community because we do things just like Jamal said earlier. We give scholarships. We have a lot of free health clinics and fairs. We take care of our seniors. We sponsor a lot of sports teams, especially Kappa. That's one of my favorite community initiatives. The Kappa Classic. Again, senior feeding programs. I mean, you name it, we do it. In addition to scholarship for our youth, for high school and college students. NMAC does it all. We love to give back, emphasis on those that are in need, our youth and senior community especially.
Okay. And with the holidays coming up, what do you have planned specifically for this period?
So every year for the past about 8 years, North Shore Medical has partnered with Swans Running Club, one of the elite runner clubs on the island, and we do our annual 8K turkey trot, right? It's a wonderful event where we get to give back to the community. The normal racing for those race enthusiasts, I know like my older athletes who like to, who are very athletic, yes, it's going to be timed and all that, but it's also going to be a fun run. But the biggest thing about this event that I love this year is we decided to switch it up a little bit, and we're also having some free health checks go on. We did it a couple of years back. I'm bringing it back by popular demand, and we're giving back to the community during the race for the participants. Anyone who volunteers or in the community to come out. The event's on December 1st. It's on a Sunday at North Shore Medical, so 7 North Shore Road, and it's going to be started at 8 o'clock. That's when the racing starts, but you can come around 7:30. And we're going to do some free health checks. So come and get your health checks done, as well as collecting some canned foods or non-perishables for some of our local partner feeding programs. So that's something that we're very excited about this year as far as in the community.
Real quickly, Maya, before you jump in, well, what is the route for like the turkey trot?
The road is I'm not gonna get to specifics, that's Swans, but it starts at North Shore Medical and ends at North Shore Medical, and it goes pretty much along North Shore Road, right? So it's great for locals and visitors alike. You get to see a wonderful view of the island on North Shore, some of the beautiful views, and it goes all up along there. If you go to our website, you can go check it out. I'll give you that. You go to nmac.bam. You can click, go to our events page, Turkey Trot, and it will go to the race day sign up page, and you can see exactly where the route goes along. But it starts and ends at North Shore Medical, and it goes along North Shore. Okay,
audience, I want to know from the audience, has anyone in the audience ever taken part in the NMAC Turkey Trot? I want to know if anyone's participated. Don't let me be the only person who hasn't participated. I don't run in public, all right? I run when no one's out early mornings or when no one's in the gym on the treadmill.
But Jamal, this is perfect for you. This is perfect for you. It's not only for seasoned runners, but it's for those who just want to be fit, or those who come up with fun girl, guy groups, couples, whatever, businesses. It's like a treat where you can just have fun. We have a costume dressing sign up, right? So you can dress up as your favorite costume, whatever you want, turkey, whatever you want, North Shore Medical doctor, and you can actually win prizes.
Yeah, I might dress like a turkey.
So it's for everybody. Come on out.
I might dress like a turkey. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
You probably already mentioned it, but what's the distance of the one?
It's an 8K.
8K. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Come on, guys.
It's 8K. And Maya, we have for runners, and we also have registration for walkers. And registration is only $30 for those who want to register. But it's for runners and for walkers. So, whether you're seasoned, whether you just want to have fun working out, do it for a great cause. It's always fun times to just come out and support our community, and make sure you bring your canned foods and your non-perishables, because just like you said earlier, we have a food desert going on, and this is not just in Bermuda, it's really global. And we want to make sure that we give back, and we feed those who are in need to do the best we can.
That's beautiful. Yes. And you mentioned that there's going to be like a free health clinic there. Can you, because then you guys offer so many things. So what exactly would be offered in that?
So the free health clinic is more, we got like free, your free checks, your free heart check, your pressure, your vitals pretty much. That's very interesting because sometimes we go, Maya, to a lot of these health fairs. We do that all the time. We do this pretty month to month. If you're having a health fair, if you're a business, organization, school, we go up to Berkeley, Cedar Bridge, different schools as well, invite us, and we do these. And interesting enough, sometimes these health checks, especially if you don't have a doctor, you'd be amazed, Jamal. A lot of people don't have doctors on the island, right? We do these checks, and some people's a day away from having a heart attack. Literally, they get these checks, and we actually save lives. So we get, we do the checks, and we recommend you whether you want to go to our doctors or go to whatever doctor you recommend. And yes, these actually save lives. We've had some very serious readings on these, so they're very important.
Wow. Yeah. Get out there, get the checks. It's free. Like, definitely going to be a part of that. So I guess this actually leads to my next question. Is just like, why is it so important for NMAC to give back and support like various causes and people throughout the community?
We believe when you give back, it helps to enhance the lives. I know just for me personally, and for Dr. Brown, and also for the physicians and the staff, we love giving back because it helps others. It seeing the smile on their faces. And when you give back, you always get it back in return. So, it's very, I believe in the law of seed time and harvest. So you give back, you get it in return. But that's not the reason why, but that's evidence of it, So at the end of the day, it's always great to give back. It helps the community. And like you guys are talking about earlier, the barter system and giving back, it is all part of it. Like, you have to. Most of my clients actually are very big in the community. And that's something that I look for when I actually take up a client. So Notion Medical is one of my clients. So it's important. It's very important.
Indeed. Well, the cost of healthcare is like very high in Bermuda, and some people even want some special treatments sometimes, which aren't always affordable as well. So what does NMAC kind of have planned for Black Friday to help with that?
Wow, Black Friday every year comes, right? And one of the things everyone knows, Notion Medical, we give deals. We love a little discount. We're one of your most affordable healthcare centers on the island because of that. And we have deals up to 50% going on, and we're going to be releasing that on Monday. The deal's going to be released. We have things, Maya, from our medical services, things from our aesthetic services, your Botox, your facials, our hair clinic for those who are losing hair or have wonderful hair like Maya, but want to grow it longer, right? Or want to strengthen it, or they have some breakage or something like that. It's not always for hair loss. It's also for those who have hair, but also want to, manage it better or do something differently. So we have hair deals as well from our hair clinic, Dr. Braun's Hair Restoration Clinic, as well as IV drips from our naturopathic team. So we have a whole lot, pretty much everything you think about, as well as some product deals from your favorite products at Notion Medical. So deals definitely are up to 50% off. And guess what, Maya? You don't have to just buy these deals just for yourself, right? So you have families, you have friends, you have coworkers, At the end of the day, I believe giving back is not just giving, something that's not good, giving a box of chocolates or giving something that, it's not going to help somebody. Giving the gift of health is ideal, right? Because you can actually save someone's life. You can actually prolong their life. So you do that with a gift certificate. We give you a gift certificate, you put it in a nice, cute little bag and gift it to someone as well. So that's something to think about for the holidays.
I took that personal. You speaking highly of Maya's hair and not mine.
Where did you get it to your hair? Because you always have a comment. You have wonderful hair.
Thank
wonderful.
You. I appreciate
wonderful.
it. I
yes.
I mean, not my fault. Maya can't grow one of these, but anyway, we got someone. Dorian said I ran the first few turkey trots. Big up to Hilton Brown. Okay, we've got some.
Hilton. And that's actually amazing. So Hilton Brown is actually my uncle. Actually, Dr. Brown's father. So one of the reasons why we actually did this community race is because, of course, Hilton Brown is one of the members of Swans Running Club. And this is the way Dr. Brown gives back to his family, his father, by partnering with one of his organizations, which is one of the elite ones in the island, to give back. So that's a good family, community element as well. That's the history of the turkey trot.
All righty. Well, Suzanne, she said, No, I don't even run to the bathroom. But Kennette did say you can walk. So
you can walk. Oh, Suzanne.
There you go.
Suzanne could be a cheerleader, Jamal.
Yeah.
She can come out and just cheer.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, just can get a free health check. Come on out.
Hey, Kennette, I get it. You know, I mean, I don't even run to the bathroom. I run when nobody's looking, folks. You know what I'm saying? But no, Kennette, just remind people, because again, NMAC is probably the most active practice in Bermuda, or maybe that's just where I'm looking, but very active, always involved. You see the name everywhere, the offerings everywhere. Where can people go to learn more about the various causes that NMAC supports? Because at the end of the day, not everyone may fight for a cause, but everyone certainly is attached to one.
Exactly. Well, you can always go to our website, www.nmac.bm. And on there, you'll see our community page, which we created this year to give people an range. So if you want to join and partner with us, if you have a community event you want us to sponsor, just go on that. You can see all the different things, the causes from the youth to the feeding program to the seniors. And it's all on our website. In addition, you can always email us at info@nmac.bm. as well, or give us a call as well. But for the website, you go on the website, it's just going to list everything. That's the best way to really reach us and to see all of what we have got going on in the community.
Kennette, thank you so much. Thank you for everything NMAC does, and we'll definitely be in touch. Always a fun conversation with you. Have a wonderful day. And
gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble. Happy holidays to you if you don't come back.
Holidays.
Talk soon. All right, Kennette Burgess, folks, if you appreciated the conversation this morning, please give us a thumbs up, a love, a like. Suzanne says she'll be there to cheer on. I'm not sure she'll be there to cheer everyone on. Folks, don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break. Come back in about 2 minutes, 41 seconds, and it's daily playtime. You all better not get this wrong. You better not get this wrong.
Stop that. Stop
Yeah,
that.
I'm setting it up. Check you in a few.
All right. Who was the first woman to become not just the first female opposition leader in Bermuda, but throughout the entire British Commonwealth?
Dame Liz Brown Evans.
Hey, buddy. Hun, who was the first woman to serve as opposition leader, not just in Bermuda, but throughout the entire British Commonwealth?
Dame Lois Brown Evans.
Mason, what did we say?
Dame Lois Brown Evans.
Dame Lois Brown Evans. Where do you find that?
Mommy playing Bermuda trivia.
Mommy playing Bermuda trivia.
Oh, honey. I'm so proud of you. Good job.
It's true. Children are a reflection of their environment. Bermuda's favorite trivia game. Fun with a purpose. To educate, to entertain, to inform, to inspire, to learn, and to enjoy. Bermuda Trivia. All volumes now available at various stores throughout Bermuda. Visit bermudatrivia.com to learn more and follow Bermuda Trivia on your favorite social media platforms.
Live exceptionally with HSBC MasterCard Pay with Rewards. Transform your points into what you love and get closer to winning an unforgettable trip to Dubai or one of 3 luxury experiences in Bermuda. To start following these steps, download the Pay and Rewards app from the App Store or Google Play. Register your HSBC MasterCard credit card in the app. Set your preferences to use points automatically or for your next purchase. Use your HSBC MasterCard for every purchase and redeem your points into rewards. In addition, for every $300 spent with your HSBC MasterCard, earn a chance to win an incredible monthly experience. Terms and conditions apply. HSBC is licensed to conduct banking and investment business by the Bermuda Monetary Authority.
Take a look at our workwear for construction workers and tradesmen. Durable, stretchable in all the right places and plenty of options for tools and accessories. Pair with our wide range of tough and comfortable footwear. You can't go wrong. As you can see, Medical House really is a one-stop shop for everybody. We can't wait to see you.
See it all at our new expanded location on Bakery Lane.
Alrighty, thanks again to Kennette Burgess from NMAC. Appreciate the conversation. Again, folks, if you appreciated this morning's discussion, please do us a big favor. Give us a like, a love, a thumbs up, whatever platform you're on. Make sure you share the conversation with your friends, your family, your colleagues. It costs you nothing. just probably a couple seconds of your time. Thanks again to the BAC group of companies, Medical House, Lindos, and People's Pharmacy for ensuring that we're able to have these conversations with you on a regular basis. It is time for the Daily Play, brought to you by Bermuda Trivia, now available at stores throughout Bermuda. Follow Bermuda Trivia on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok to find out why it's Bermuda's favorite trivia game. And a brand new edition of Bermuda Trivia, Black History Edition, is now on Island and will be in stores very soon. An exciting, this is the 6th edition. This is the edition I'm most happy about. I am extremely happy about this Black History Bermuda Trivia Edition. So it will be in stores for the holidays. I think it'll be a great gift for your family, your friends. You want to check it out. Most of the stores will have it, and we'll let you know when it is actually in stores. So yeah, Black History version. Anyway, it is a Name That Place today. Maya, are you ready?
You got me anxious now. I'm second guessing myself before it even starts. I hate that feeling.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Very easy. What three countries does Bermuda have direct flights to year round?
It's about the recent ones that Bermuda really just put out. Is it called? Oh wait, no, but they are year round. Okay, let me stop looking at you. Countries. Countries. Do we have I don't know. Look, see, America. See, I was gonna say UK and all of them, but like, see, you psyched me out, and I got psyched out for you, and I'm mad. I'm mad at myself. Don't talk to me.
We're gonna start thinking cities as well, but yeah, it's the United States, Canada, and England, or United Kingdom, or Britain, however you want to choose.
I hope everyone saw how you psyched me out before. This is how my mind works. Now I feel really bad. See, my teacher used to always tell me, just always go with your first response, Maya. Don't think about.
So my strategy worked then.
I'm done with you. I don't even want to talk to you.
Folks, what is see how you treat me? Well, let me put Shamari down. He got it today. He'll be in tomorrow's draw. Congratulations to you, brother. You got me in trouble with Maya. She's not talking to me for the rest of the show. Yeah, US, Canada, and the UK. I mean, they have the Azores flight now too. You know, it's not year round though. I don't think it's seasonal. Yeah, she's Anika says I got in your head, man. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Look, great conversation today. I think the discussion. What are your thoughts about the discussion? Food security.
I'll talk for the audience.
Wow.
I absolutely love this morning's discussion about food security, mainly because it's something that, like, I don't know, it's brought up definitely in my family a lot. Like, my family, we have our garden, you know, we had goats, we had geese, we had rabbits, we had chickens. Like, you know, I got to live that childhood of knowing how to and how valuable it is, how important it is. My mother still instills it to this day with her own garden. I had my garden from, you know, like, you know, it's important. And I see the value in it. I saw the value in the barter system as well. Like, you know, a single mother raising 3 kids, she had to make things work. Like, you know, she had to borrow trade and like do things for our upkeep, for our bringing. And I thought that really did teach a lot inside of me to even appreciate a lot of the small things and know that I can still continue with life without needing the things that people try to push upon us, like, you know? So I think it's such a vital discussion to have. There are so many families that are suffering in Bermuda and they do need help. And so what we can do, we have to do for our community, because if it's affecting one of us, it's affecting all of us. It's a system, like, you know, like we are a community. It's important. As for NMAC coming on, thank you for that discussion. Like I like hearing about what they're doing, and I do appreciate that they are someone who is in the community. They're doing stuff like they said, they're saving lives out there. Like even just with these free clinics, take advantage of the things that are here that are offered to you, especially if they're free. Take advantage of it. Take it. It's yours. It's basically yours for all the money that you put into the system as well. So definitely, yeah.
Yeah, indeed. I'm gonna stick to what you initially said this morning, Maya, the barter system. I think just coming from Kenya, understanding how important the barter system is to them. It's not, that's their currency, right? Unfortunately, living in the West, everything's paper, right? It's something that really isn't valuable, right? But that's what we've been taught. Our norm is currency, dollar or pound or shilling or what, you know, pesos. That's what we've been taught that currency is. And I think we sometimes need to look at how things were done long ago and try to figure out how we can be effective doing the same things today. And I think the barter system may be the way to go. It may be the way to go. So my encouragement to people, I'm gonna give my props to my pops and stepmom. A couple years ago, remember when people were like, there were no bananas in Bermuda?
Mm-hmm.
My pops had bananas, because he had a banana tree in his house, right? And he literally gives people potatoes. He gives people stuff when he has access. That's what we need, Maya. We need people to really trade what they have of value to help one another. Like, the way forward is community building. It's community building. I hope everyone in this audience that's been tuned in today understands the importance of community, understands the importance of helping one another. I'm not saying that we can't focus on doing for self and taking care of ourselves. But I'm telling you, this may sound cliche, but we are so much stronger together. So much stronger together. Props to Kennette Burgess and NMAC. Doing the work in the community for the people and for the community. So folks, check them out. I mean, I've never been a fan of Black Friday, but I am a fan of Black Friday when it's for things that benefit us greatly. I'm still waiting on those Belco bills for Bermudians to get some sort of Black Friday deal as well. But I hope people take advantage of these things. The opportunity is there. I don't know, check their website to see what's on offer. And also scholarships. If you know someone who wants to study in the medical field, check them out. Be ready to apply and prepare. We need more of us in the medical field. So props to NMAC for doing what they do. Maya, do you have any daily inspiration for the people?
I do have some daily inspiration. This one's from an unknown writer, but it's, if you don't take care of your body, where are you going to live?
Oh, yeah. Because you live in your own body.
Hello.
Man, I love that one. Man, that's the one of the year, folks. That's the one of the year.
Mm-hmm.
That's your real home. That's your real home. Just want to answer this question. Anika the Shield says, Bermuda Black History or global? Well, it's called Bermuda Trivia. So it's Bermuda Black History. But that's a good question. Yeah, so the Black History version of Bermuda Trivia, it's all Bermuda history. There's 5 different categories, 1600s, 1700s, 1800s, 1900s, and the 2000s. It's a fun game. Props to those who created it. It's a very fun game. Trust me, you're going to learn a lot. You're going to have fun. It is really, really cool. So it is in Bermuda. It will be in stores soon. You want to make sure this is what you're sharing on social media. Christmas, arguing with your family and fighting, not the politics, but the opportunity to learn about our history. All right.
Buying 3.
Maya says buying 3. All right, folks. Hey, if you haven't already, let's share that link one more time, right, Maya? Let's share that link.
Yes, take the survey, guys, please. I swear, it only takes like 5 minutes if we're being for real. I don't think it actually takes 10. It takes 5 minutes, and like we're so close to our goal of the number that we want to reach. Please take the survey.
Yeah, come on, let's do it. Suzanne says 6 Bermuda trivia. I can only find the first one. I can tell you there are a lot of editions in stores throughout Bermuda. You can go to Phoenix, you can go to People's, just ask, or you can call them, see what editions they have. But there are 5 editions in stores right now. So just call and ask which stores have them. All right. Folks, don't forget to subscribe on our website. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. Thanks again to our partners, the BAC Group of Companies, Medical Wells Lindos, and People's Pharmacy for ensuring that we're able to do this with you on a daily basis. As always, we appreciate you, we love you, and we thank you for making us part of your daily routine. If all goes well, we'll be back to do this again with you tomorrow. She's Maya Palacio. I am Jamal Hartman. Please do make it a safe and a great day. We are out. Peace.